Oi, boys, welcome to the final in this multi-year career mode playthrough. Year 1 with the Rabbitohs will obviously be moving on, but we made it, boys. We made it to the grand final, and our opponents, the quote-unquote bad boys of the league, the Penrith Panthers, they catch a lot of flack from the general public and from the media. If you've watched any video of mine that discusses the Panthers, you already know how I feel about those boys. At the end of the day, sports are just another form of entertainment, and those boys are mad entertaining. Anyway, this grand final against the Panthers will be the 4th time we play this team. We met them twice during the regular season and we beat them by, it was pretty low scoring games. We beat them by 4 and 6 points. We met them in week 1 of finals, another low scoring game. Actually, I'm lying, there was plenty of points. We won though, 16 points to 12, and now the grand final for all the marbles. It's 3-0 currently against the Panthers. Can we make it 4? As for our lineup, there's been a slight shuffle these past 2 games. I don't know if you've noticed it, but we have moved Alex Johnston to the left side to inject a bit of pace. Mansour back with the return. It's a pretty good kick, to be fair, as we do find a bit of space through the middle of the field. We get wrapped up around the 20. Oh boys, round 6 just wrapped up. How good was this round of footy? Plenty of storylines to follow. One of them being my Broncos going up against the Penrith Panthers. Although the Bronx did lose, I was super proud of the efforts. I don't want to get too strung up on the efforts from the Broncos, as we do know they've shown a lot of inconsistencies in the past, so I'll remain reserved, until we see consistent performances or efforts just like the one against the Panthers, who are easily, or I wouldn't say easily, but they are the number 1 team in the comp. As we look to shift it on the 4th, Cody Walker throws up a hospital ball that ends up going forward, and we'll hand it over. Haven't really seen that many bad passes from Walker this season. The Dalian Player of the Year, by the way. Can he earn the Clive Churchill medal in this grand final? Penrith with the scrum feed. Another return that I was looking forward to, and I told you boys on the latest video, was Tom Trbojevic, and damn, how good did Tom Trbojevic look? Didn't miss a beat, and yeah, he made all the difference. Actually, before we get into Tom, one last thing I want to say about that Broncos game. I know a lot of people are saying, and I reckon it's a BS take, but they're pointing the finger at Anthony Milford being the root of the Broncos' woes. But in that game against Penrith, the Broncos forward pack just dominated the Penrith pack, and the biggest point of difference was actually in the halves, and their lead tactician in Nathan Cleary was the biggest difference between the teams. The Broncos 6 and 7, Croft and Dearden, still weren't as effective in my opinion, although they weren't as effective as they should have been given just how dominant their forwards were. But yeah, that's my 2 cents on that match. I reckon Milford will be back in the starting side as Alex Johnston wears one. But yeah, I think Milford will be back after a little stint in reserve grade. It'll do him good as Campbell Graham finds a bit of space, and we will get wrapped up outside the 20. Penrith did have an opportunity, but like us, they threw a forward pass as Sewer drops it on the toe. Wasn't expecting Sewer. I was hoping for Reynolds to actually kick it for Mitchell, but we'll chance our arm on the last, and we have them stretched. Josh Mansour will score the first try of the match. Something a little different for our first visit inside the opponent's 20. I was always going to try and run it on the last. Thankfully it paid off as we convert for a 6-point lead. As the first quarter comes to an end, this is a decent run, a run and a half from Brian To'o. And we wrap him up outside the 20. What a return. Panthers lining up on the left side here. Luai Kikau doesn't get the ball. They go out to Kyle Smith, and he's wrapped up still around the 20 as they stretch it to the right this time. Isaiah Yeo, the big don't argue on Damien Cook. He doesn't miss many, Cookie, but man, that was one of those almighty fins. Left their handprint on the chest of Damien Cook. Did Isaiah Yeo, as Nathan Cleary ties the game up, and we're locked at 6 apiece. Half time, we head into the break. Rabbitohs 6, Panthers 6, and it's been a pretty close game. I think our last 3 games heading into half time was pretty low scoring, but we managed to run away with it in the second half, much like the Panthers in real life. Can we do it again? Still inside the first 5, Cookie throws a dummy to the right. Walker, he makes a break, steps around Kyle Smith, and they start lining up on the outside. But we couldn't get some clean passes out to Johnston. We'll get wrapped up, 35 out. As Damien Cook sends it to Benji Marshall. Mitchell. And at the ruck, we go wide. Alex Johnston back inside to Campbell Graham. And that is a beautiful short side play. Alex Johnston with the pace down the sideline. I think if Mansour was out there, I don't think he gets around his man. That's one of the biggest reasons why I moved Johnston on this left side, because this is primarily where all the action is for us. We needed a little more speed for these plays. I think we almost butchered it, by the way. We may have passed a tad bit early, but we did draw in their fullback just enough, created just enough space. As we look to return off the back of a try with a power set, hopefully gets us back down to the Panthers side of the field. Second tackle, Damien Cook looking a little gassed already. But I will not be resting him. We need him on for the full 80. As we go to Arrow. Arrow passes to Johnston. Probably could have squeezed through there. What a player to have on your bench, Jai Arrow. That's Cody Walker on the fourth, looking to tighten the screws here. And it's a beautiful kick. We land the 40-20. Cody Walker starting to cook, if you will. Chef Walker. First. We come down the short side. Nothing doing here. It was 3-on-2. Second. Reynolds calls for it. We go short. Oh, Damien Cook slices through a gaping hole right under the posts. You'll notice all the playmakers getting plenty of touches. Cody Walker, Adam Reynolds, Damien Cook getting plenty of ball early in the second half, trying to rack some points up here. On the last, we'll be trying to clear it from inside our 20. It's a better defensive set from the Panthers here. As Charlie Staines, off the return, skips around one. Latrell Mitchell there to pull him down from behind. Actually, it's Cody Walker. As they spread it to the middle, Fisher Harris breaks away from one, breaks away from two. A little ankle tap, and Benji Marshall is there. Fisher Harris actually managed to offload that, but Mark Nichols is there to clean up. As they go to Big Villy kick out, looking to crash over. Unsuccessful. Wide, Fisher Harris. Can he power his way over? And it is solid defense so far. We do flip him over. And it'll be red lights all around. This will be a massive set if we can hold them out. Penrith. 2 tackles. They go out the back. Moses Leota. 5 meters out, 5th and last. Where do they go? Jerome Luai off the bomb. A terrible kick, really. Not deep enough. Kyle Smith gets around one, but we will wrap them up. Sheesh, what a defensive set. With 20 to go. We're sitting pretty right now. Up by 12. Just can't afford to concede points. Let's try Arrow. Works our way out of the 20. Second. Campbell Graham, Alex Johnston. But the Panthers boys stuck to them like glue. As we go back to Graham, fends off one, steps around another. 2 tackle breaks in 1 run. Decent stuff from Graham. As Reynolds pops an offload, and it's Jaden Sewer who'll get wrapped up on the Panthers 40. 5th and last, Reynolds shows the punt, drops it on the toe, regathers, and the loose ball is scooped up by Damien Cook, pops a chip, and who else but Cody Walker in support. That is a quality try. We haven't really done that all season, ad-libbing on the last, but boys, something a little different here in the grand final, and it's working. Look at that kick. Cody Walker, of course he's supporting. It was all the playmakers once again. Reynolds, I thought, may have stuffed it up, but we got the pass away, albeit it turned into a loose ball. But Damien Cook, right on it, had the wherewithal to pop that chip over the top. Look boys, this first year in this save has been a dream year pretty much with the Rabbitohs. I mean, it is the Rabbitohs. They're like a top 3 team with as far as stats are concerned. But yeah, I had to run it back after playing with them on the PS4 and not completing that season. We had to do it, and I think we did the Rabbitohs justice with our performance this season. Plenty of points as we try to create more before the fat lady starts singing. Cody Walker, easily the man of the series. And I'm talking this particular year, not the series in the game. As Reynolds smashes it downfield, look at that. It's gonna go dead anyway. And there it is, the fat lady's howling, boys. She's howling. Full time here at ANZ Stadium. The South Sydney Rabbitohs will be crowned the champions of this year, year 1. In this multi-year career mode playthrough. Where we head to next, if you've been keeping up, you'll know. But more on that in a future video. Coming up next is our campaign in the Rugby League World Cup. But trust, it'll be crazy, boys. I hope you all show up in numbers like you did for the South Sydney Rabbitohs. It's been Grouse for now. Cue the Post Malone. As always, if you enjoyed that and would like to see more Rugby League Live 4 content, and more content in general, be sure to run straight at that like button and subscribe to the channel if you're new. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you. Later. Smacked out on the base. No regrets for the work I mashed.